Good morning and welcome back to my channel. So this morning I'm going to be using my Morphe 9R, which is a 9-pan palette by Morphe. The last couple of days I've been loving my PROFUSION palettes. They are some great palettes and I can't rave enough about it. If you have not tried them, I suggest you try them. And again, they are hit or miss. I say that all the time, but I have been having great experiences with them so far. I do have my Mean Girls collection. I'm going to be sharing that with you all this weekend because I want to share everything that I purchased from the collection and do a try on without feeling rushed and having to go to work. So I'm definitely going to have that up this weekend for you guys. But this morning I'm going to use the 9R, which is the bronze metal palette by Morphe. And this is the color scheme. A nice nudie neutral eyeshadow palette. And I think I want to go ahead and use a pigment this morning because I have not used a pigment in a very long time, but we'll see how my time starts working with me for me to get ready for work. So let's see, we're gonna trying to get my brushes again. Here I go with this. Trying to get this stuff together. So I'm gonna go in with my Morphe 433 brush. And we're going to go in with the shade. It doesn't have names. So it actually does, but I don't have time for all of that. This shade here. And we're going to put this shade. We're going to use the, I was going to use the 433. But we're going to use the 535 and kind of, so I can hurry up and get out the door. So we're going to take this shade and just apply it. Ooh, I did not know it was that deep. Ooh, well, right here in the crease area. I'm not going to go up any higher. I didn't know it was that deep. Oh, and do the same here. And we're going to lightly blend. Well, it blends pretty good though, so that's a plus. I'm not even zoned in, I'm sorry. Okay, let me put this down so I can hurry up. And we're just gonna blend this shade. It's really more dark, more intense than I thought it would be. But that's okay. And I'm a lover of Morphe eyeshadows as well. I own a ton of those eyeshadows. And my collection's pretty much does have a lot of Morphe eyeshadow palettes in it. And I'm actually trying to figure out how I'm going to do this eyeshadow palette collection because I have so many eyeshadow palettes. And I'm just applying the same shade back to my outer V and deepening up a little bit with this brush. But I'm trying to figure out, am I going to do it in like sections or one large video? Because I have so many eyeshadow palettes. And I know some people like long videos, some people like broken up like into sections like your lip products, your eye products, and stuff like that. But I want to do my whole collection like that eventually, but I want to start out with my eyeshadow palettes. But I want to know if I should do it in not sections, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's right. Like parts rather, like part 1, part 2, part 3. Or should I make it one full long video? That's what I'm thinking about doing. Because I know how my mind works and it's set up. I'll start it and probably won't finish it. But if I start it and just let it roll out, I'll probably finish it. So, we'll see. We'll see. But I definitely want to roll that out within the next week or 2. I don't want to keep holding off on it. I'm just still blending this shade. And I just add a little bit more to deepen it up. Because I'm not going to do anything like too detailed this morning. Just blending. Now I'm just blending these edges out. And this is like a everyday look you can do to just get out the door. Like I said, you know, them one of those pretty much 2 eyeshadow looks. And my allergies are back at it again. Well, they never left, but you know, they have their moments where they flare up and all the other good stuff. So I took my Allegra D this morning, so I'm hoping to go ahead and kick in. I normally take the Zysol at night, which works perfect for me, but I don't have any more. I normally take those before I go to bed, and they're really good for managing your allergies at night while you're sleeping, and you don't have these issues I'm having anymore with this kind of congestion feeling right there, because it can be really painful. So the next shade I'm going to go in with, I'm going to go ahead and pop some base booster on my lid. I'm going to use a shimmer shade. So it's going to be real quick, unless I start being all over the place, just like I don't have anywhere to go. So I'm going to place this base booster on my lid. And then place on my other lid. This is where I'm going to apply my pigment. I'm going to use my J-Cat Beauty pigment. I do not know the vanilla. That's the shade, vanilla. And it looks like this. You can go on their website, and they always have sales on there. I think I paid like $2 for these when they were on sale. But they are like some great pigments if you have not tried J-Cat Beauty's pigments. What am I dropping on my foundation? And I'm going to pour a little bit in one of these little plastic things. I don't know where I get this from. It's something to do with some makeup somewhere. Because the spout is like really big, like a big hole. So I'm just going to pour a little bit. Because it don't take much. I don't want to make a mess over it. And so I just have like just a tiny amount. And I'm going to take a... Where's my brush? I don't want to take a really fine brush. I want to take more of a fluffy flat brush, kind of like my Anastasia brush that I was using yesterday, and I know I have another one somewhere. Okay, I found one. I'm going to take this flat end of it and just dab it on top of the pigment, and then I like to shake it off and then place the pigment on my eyelid. Now this part I'm going to try to be a little precise with until I start blending. Make sure you have a base booster or some kind of mixing medium when you're placing these loose shadows, these pigments. Not loose shadows. Well, yeah, kind of sort of pigments to your eyelid. Because they can get really messy on your face. Because when I first started using them, I did not know how to use them. And I don't know where I got the assumption that they were just going to stick to my eye without any type of base or glue. And it was tragic, like tragic. So I'm just applying the last little bit in here. And you can go light or how deep you want it. And just patting. And I'm going to go in like little strokes just to diffuse that harshness going up in my crease area. And I'm just patting again. Because we're going to go back in with the Morphe eyeshadow palette and blend out these edges. I'm just trying to make sure it's actually patted really well onto the base booster because I want it to last throughout the day. Now I have used all of the pigment. You don't have to use it all. I just use it all because I only use like the tiniest amount. So I just want to place it all over my lid. So that is super pretty. Again, if you haven't tried pigments, I suggest you try those as well. I'm going to suggest a lot of stuff that I use. But I like pigments. And I really do like them because when you're trying to do like colorful pigments, and you're trying to do like a lid shade that pops, pigments is where it's at. I love shimmer shadows, but when you want to really pop that eye out, get you a couple of pigments in a lot of different colors, and it will work for you. So now I'm going to go in with, not those brushes, no. I'm going to go in with this, I was looking at my fiber brush. Yeah, my little fiber brush by Sigma, and it's this little brush here, and it's a E41, and blend out my crease where the pigment is, and kind of define it a little more and make it seamless. It don't look like it's just stuck on my lid. And you see the difference in this eye and this eye. We have to blend out the crease area. You don't want that harshness. And then we're going to blend the edges of the pigment as well. Do the same thing on this eye. So that is so pretty. So now what I want to do to kind of finish this look off, we're going to deepen up this outer V. And we're going to go in with, since I know this is a deep shade and it does not look like it, we're going to go in with the shade next to it rather than this really, really deep shade. And we're going to place this in the outer V and transition that pigment with this shade we placed in our crease area. And that pretty much does it for the eye look. That was simple, easy. So now I'm going to clean off this 535. And I'm going to go in with my, y'all haven't seen this in a while, my e.l.f. Total Face. And we're going to go in with this shade at the bottom, because I don't want to use another shade that's going to be too deep. And my whole eye look kind of muddy. So we're going to place this above my crease area. And again, we're just dabbing and placing to set this brow bone area with the more natural shade of my skin tone, and blend and blend. And that is the look. I like it. But what I do want to do while I'm on camera before I go off and do the rest of my face, I want to use a shade similar to the pigment, and I believe we're going to go with this, let's see, like a goldish. We're going to go in with the first shade here. And what I want to do differently with these pigments is apply on this little fluffy brush. Let me get a clean one. So that's not going to work. I don't want this pink. Okay, let's put this one in my box to clean this clean one. And it's a Profusion ES6. Yeah. And we're going to take that first shade, put a little bit on this brush, and we're going to drag it up lightly into our crease area, into this inner corner. Yeah. And I'm just kind of like just placing this in my crease area, define it a little more. That way if my pigment breaks up, I still have this shimmer shadow right here in my crease. So when I close my eyes, you can still see the shimmers. And that pretty much does it for this eye look this morning. So I'm going to go off camera, apply my liner, lashes, full face, and I'll be back with the final look. But this is the eyeshadow look using the pigment. Pigments are really nice, really nice. I like how it turns. It's so simple and easy to do. Like I said, you can just do it and get out of the door. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish with my face, and I'll be back to show you guys the final look. I am back, and this is the finished look. I like it. I always say this pretty much all of my videos, because I do. If I don't like it, like I said, I'm gonna be honest, but I do like this morning. It did not take long at all. I used my Fit Me foundation in the shade Toffee, and I mixed it with Sun Beige, which are these two shades here. Pulled out these fades. Really light, nice finish. I went in with an oldie, my Fit Me loose powder, and set everything into place. The only thing I did different was I used this Pixie by Petra highlighting palette, and I highlighted my inner corner eyes and popped just a little bit on my brow bone area, not too much. And I bronzed it with my ColourPop blush. I've been loving this lately as a bronzer. It's actually a blush for deeper skin tones, but I love it as a blush, and it's in the shade Tripping. And this is what it looks like. It has like a shimmer to it, but I've been using it as a bronzer, and I've been really liking it for that. For my blush today, I used my Becca Trio blush, and I mixed all three colors together, which is on my cheeks. I like how this look, and a norm for my lips. My MAC pencil. I gotta find another combo because I know you're tired of seeing the same lip color, but I like it. My MAC pencil, and I think the shade Nightingale. Yeah, the Mauve Nightingale. And then I used today, though, I used the Essence Shine under the bottom, and again with this gloss that I love because it's really pretty to me. So this is the final look. Let me zoom you guys in. This is the final look of the eyes with the pigments. I like it. And like I said, if you have not tried pigments, I would suggest you try them. I love pigments. They're easy to apply. They don't take long. And look how vibrant the pigment is once you place it on your eyes. And this is going to be like this all day. And like I said, if you have not tried JCat Beauty, they have some great pigments. I love their pigments. I have a lot of shades. Like I said, you can catch their sales when they have sales on those pigments and try them out, but I love them. I love this look. I hope you all enjoyed the eye tutorial using the shadow with the pigments. And if you want to see more use of pigments, let me know in the comments section. And I'll be sure to add more content with more pigments. And I will be in the future anyways, but if you want to see more like soon, like now, let me know. And again, I am going to be sharing with you all my Mean Girls, the items I purchased from the Mean Girls collection from Profusion this weekend, doing a full try on as much as I can to see how much, how much I like the products that I purchased. Until then, I'll see you guys in my next video. And if you have not done so already, please comment, like, and subscribe to my channel and become a part of my YouTube family. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Goodbye.